Hey, not done yet, adventurers. Wayne here. If you enjoy our content, please slap a little mud on that subscribe button and help us out. Say not done yet, adventurers. Got our new machine this year. One of the things we really wanted to get was a nice bag to mount inside the roof to carry our belongings and stuff like that. We wanted something that was pretty much waterproof and had enough storage to carry everything we needed. So I did a bunch of searching, couldn't find anything that I was really looking for the Kawasaki Teryx KRX. So I kept searching and searching, happened across a website called No Excuses UTV out of Utah, and found a really nice bag on there. So I'm going to show that to you. This is a bag that they have for the four-seater in the front and back seat. Two different bags. This one's for the back seat. As you can tell, very nice big bag. Has a nice zipper up here. It opens up into the main part of the bag, which is kind of lined with like a PVC type material on the inside. I won't hazard too much of a guess on what that is, but it's plastic, so it'll be waterproof. It also has these pockets, 3 pockets on the outside that are mesh, so you can carry things in there that you don't worry about getting wet. Like I say, you can see here, there's 3 of those, and it should fit in the back of the machine here. So I'm going to do a little video of installing it. But before I go that far, I'll tell you, I ordered this bag. Right away, I kind of screwed up on the website, and somehow it auto-populated the address and email and stuff like that. And I noticed after I completed my purchase and it sent me the receipt that it said my mailing address was actually my email address. So right away I went to the contact us page. I sent a message to Dave with ATV, No Excuses ATV. He got back with me right away, said, hey, no problem. I let him know that I fixed it on my account on his website. He said he would make sure that it went to the right place. So he, within a couple days, I received a package from him, so everything was good there. But I'll tell you, he accidentally sent the wrong item. He sent something that I didn't order, and this is, to me, this is where you find out about a business, right? Anybody can ship, send you your parts, and if they're right, and you don't know anything about it, right? But when it's wrong, to me, it's I've always had the thought process of, it doesn't really matter what happened, right? It happened. All that really matters is what you do to fix it, right? And I will say I reached out back out to Dave, said, hey, I accidentally got the soft rear windshield instead of the rear bag for the KRX. He immediately apologized, said, hey, I will get you the bag out, and I'll send you a return label for the rear windshield. Can you please just send that back? And within a couple days, my bag arrives, right? Send his windshield back. That should be back some point tomorrow. But very, very good service. A mistake was made. Obviously, Dave didn't do it on purpose. And I believe it's just a small family-run outfit. But I really would like to commend Dave on his customer service, right? Because it very easily could have not answered me or, gave me excuses, which, obviously his moniker is No Excuses. And I didn't get any excuses. I got my bag. So from there, I'd like to say, great customer service. Dave's been great to work with. He answers right away. He's in Utah. I'm in Ohio. So usually when I email, it's later in the day for me, which is in the middle of his day. So that probably helps. But Dave's been great to work with. So I do want to say that. But I will get ready here and we'll do a little video of putting this in. It doesn't seem like it's going to be very hard. It's got 4 Velcro straps across the rear, 4 Velcro straps across the front, 4 Velcro straps on each side. So it's going to go right in this slot here in my KRX. So I don't suspect we'll have any problems, and looking forward to having some, nice overhead place to store things. We had a little net that we had installed in my previous machine, and it worked, but it didn't really hold everything in there as well as I would like to. Sometimes you take a hard corner, some stuff would try to shift out, never really falling out, but like a sweatshirt arm sleeve would come down and flop in your face. So we won't have any of those problems with this. So again, I'm going to go ahead and fire this up, start doing the install on the inside. So we'll talk to you in a few. So I will say the bag is marked with an R on one end and an F on the other, and I am going to install it backwards. And the reason I'm going to install it backwards is the bag is essentially designed for the people in the back seat to use the bag. However, I got a 4-seater more for the storage for when we go overlanding than carrying passengers. And I think it's going to be easier for my wife and I to get in and out of the bag with the what is marked as the rear in the front. So I will say that right off the bat, that I know I'm doing this backwards. So if and when Dave watches this video, I kind of an explanation as to why I'm doing that way. But we're going to go ahead and start getting her up. So getting the first ones in. I'm going to try to do this without taking the roof off, which might be my undoing here. I don't know. So getting the first Velcro strap in, and slide it down as far as I can. So there, first one's in. And I'm going to do the first one in the front here. So we got the first side corner on, going to the middle roll bar here for the front, or what is marked as the rear. So far so good. Putting the second one on. Hopefully when I get to the end we didn't mess ourselves up by doing this backwards. Maybe Dave knew more than what I know about this bag. So, number 3. And so far I'm able to do this without taking the roof panel out. The sides are pretty easy. The front's going to be pretty easy because there's plenty of space between the middle roll bar and the roof. This one's going to be a little more difficult. Put that in there, slide her back. So far, so good. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit as I work down the middle here. Make sure y'all can see. Okay. Put the seat cushion in just so I have a place to lean. We have the rear tore up because we're installing the Kamimoto rock lights and whips. I need to wait for a part to come in. So we just left her tore apart for right now. Although we have to get everything back together, by tomorrow, because on Saturday we're going riding again. So as I said, the middle roll bar is going to go really easy because it's not pinched by anything on the roof. There we go. And the last one, we'll get in here. So far, I like where we're going with her. This one's going to be a little tough, just because of the angle I'm going to have to work with here, and the fact that I'm not taking the roof off. Okay. Let me grab a little pair of pliers because my fat fingers are fighting me there. Again, I probably could have made this easier on myself had I taken the roof loose. I really didn't want to go that route. There we go. Right tool for the job always makes it a little easier. So there's that. This one won't be so bad. The roof moves quite a bit right there. Okay, this one's gonna be a little tight again. So I'm not even gonna mess around. I'm gonna get the pliers. Get this back as far as I can. And I think we're in good shape. So I got to get the back four on, which are going to be a little tougher. So I'm going to get reset up to do the back here. And I may or may not record it because you guys may hear a lot of cussing on this one. I may have to just go ahead and take the back portion of the roof and loose so I can work with it. So give me a few minutes. Okay, this is going to take a little finesse. So I got to feed the top part of the Velcro through between the roof and the bar, and then I got to feed the bottom part of the Velcro between the rear windshield and the bar, and then connect them together. So I'm going to do this first one with the camera off because there's probably going to be a lot of cussing. But again, I'm trying not to take the roof loose, but I may have to. We'll see how it goes. Okay, it's a little bit of a process, just because I'm by myself and trying not to take the roof out. There we go. The middle ones are a little tougher because it's also where the clamps are for my radio. Come on, baby. This to go, but it's part of the process. So part of the reason I didn't want to take this off with that sound bar being back there, and the clamps, and then there's the rubber strap that holds the roof on, and trying to fight all of that stuff together to get this little piece of Velcro on, I thought was going to be harder than so. Do this. Can't quite get a hold of it. If I had somebody here helping me, it would be a different situation, I think. Here we go. There we go. Pain in the butt a little bit, but we got her. All right. So let me put this back off again so I can go back to cussing. Okay. Boogered my fingers up a little bit trying to get her done, but she's in there. Pretty happy with how it fits. It pretty much stays out of the way of the sound bar, and she looks pretty good. And I'll see what happens when we get her loaded up, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it's gonna sag any. It's nice and tight. It can't sag too much, really. Alrighty, it's it, and that's that.